This weekend marks the halfway point for South Korean President Moon Jae-in, a single 5-year term, and that's it under South Korea's constitution. So, how's he doing? First, foreign policy. Moon's been both praised for leading unprecedented dialogue with North Korea and criticized for going all in. He's talked a lot about a peace economy, which might still feel premature, but 2018 did see a joint Korean Olympic women's ice hockey team and a flurry of summits. With Pyongyang now threatening to take us back to square one, Moon can only do so much. Though has his focus on the North come at the cost of Japan ties? Moon's recent conversation with Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe was their first chat in 13 months, despite their relations plummeting during that time. As a leader, that's exactly when you have to find a solution. Yes, sensitive to a tragic history under Japanese colonial rule, but a solution, because failing to tackle the Tokyo problem has only made it grow bigger. And that's also put pressure on the US relationship, especially as Washington is also allied to Tokyo. Again, to give Moon credit, he's been patient with arguably the most unconventional US leader ever, even when President Donald Trump has criticized South Korea for not paying enough to station American troops, and that issue would be challenging for anyone to resolve. Meanwhile, political opponents have been sharpening their knives ahead of April's parliamentary elections. Moon promised prosecutorial reform, but his choice of Justice Minister Cho Guk was forced to step down over a family scandal and mass protests. Cabinet picks have always come under intense scrutiny, but Moon has been a victim of his own high standards. This is a period when people's expectations of fairness are at an all-time high. Moon pledged equal opportunity, fair process, and righteous result as he succeeded South Korea's first impeached president in 2017. In a recent speech, Moon vowed to move forward with reform, using the word fairness 27 times in 33 minutes. Critics have taken issue with his economic direction too, like seeking income-driven growth while fundamental problems remain: slowing growth, housing prices, youth unemployment, a low birth rate. Of course, you could also blame the US-China trade war, but everyone's dealing with that. If the ruling Democratic Party does badly in the April elections, then lame duck status beckons for Moon's second half. His approval went from around 80% at the start to below 40% last month amid the damage of the Cho Guk scandal, although it did rebound slightly. It's hard to give a glowing score for now then, partly because of mistakes, partly high expectations, and partly outside influences. But perhaps this president's legacy will only glow in retrospect, that it is a work in progress, seeds are being sown, and that history may judge him more kindly than his halftime report card.